Rubelli is a Venetian family and a company. Venice has been very renowned for its precious silks, which were really one of the highlights, the luxury products produced in Venice in the 15th, 16th century, the golden ages, and which continued. The 19th century was a time of decay and decadence in Venice. Many activity dies. Very few maintained in life, one of which was called Trapolin. In 1889, my great-grandfather, I'm fifth generation, purchased an antique activity which was in Venice in centuries and grew it. So it is in the family since over 125 years ago, and it developed from a small mill, because we have always been weavers, not only merchants, and a small mill and shop in Venice. It developed to a company which needs to meet and satisfy the needs of today and to service the market, the clients of today. Inside our mission there is blending tradition and innovation. If we just keep doing the things we have always done all the time, we die. So we're very much aware of that we have to evolve, to update ourselves if we want to evolve. The original shop, the original place was a small hand-loom mill and a shop in Venice. The mill evolved to a high-tech mill. We still have it, we're still weavers. That's very important because this allows us to do textiles which are very different, gives us a different state of mind, and gives us the craft and the knowledge to make real quality, not just a pattern, but make quality in the fabric, which is something which is characteristic and distinguishes the Rubelli products. The company evolved from a mill and a shop in Venice to an activity of going to the different countries where the clients are, internationalizing, opening in Paris, in London, in New York, and servicing America, having references in the various countries around the world, and so going where the market is, where the clients are. It developed also by acquisition, starting purchasing other companies such as Keffer, which is a more informal collection, today designed by Paolo Navone, because we need also a different input. Partnering with Giorgio Armani for the Armani Casa Exclusive Textiles by Rubelli collection, a license. Acquiring an American company, Donghia, which introduced us not only in the textiles or wall covering business, but also in the lifestyle business. So through Donghia we learned how to do a full decoration, a full home. And after that we felt the need to evolve further. Textiles we love, it's our DNA, it's our heritage, and it's what we can do maybe like nobody else. But textiles is not a word, an activity which evolves, grows. Unfortunately, because it's in my heart. And so I'm sad to say that, but we cannot grow only on textiles. That's why, I mean, my reference is always fashion. If Zegna or Loro Piana would have continued doing textiles for the tailors, they would no longer exist, or they would be very small, nobody would know them. They were able to make a huge jump, invest, servicing directly the client with the finished products, with the suits. So they still do fabrics for other names, for other brands, and they sell the fabrics by the meter, let's say, or by the roll. But now their main activity is the finished product. For Rubelli, in a way, I believe that the future is the same. We will still do textiles because there will be still a need for bespoke, custom, unique products. I mean, we've done the curtains of the Bolshoi Opera House. That was one of the most prestigious and engaging and exciting projects, and we want to still do those things. If a decorator comes and say, I have a beautiful home, I want something unique, we will do it. We will study, could it be linen, could be cotton, could be flame retardant, highly technical, could be golden silk. We don't care, we want to do always something new. So we're happy to continue that and to stay weavers. It's our DNA, it's our identity. But we also have to invent ourselves in a different way. Today, unfortunately, homes are not don't use any longer fabrics on the walls, layers of curtains, the bedspread is no longer there. There's so much less textiles in a home. So we need to offer the finished product, which is also can be used by the end users. One of the problems of the textiles is it's not an immediate purchase. You need a decorator, an expert. You have to have, because you don't want to make a mess. It's not that easy to use to dress a house, so you need a professional. But then this puts us a little bit more far away from the end users. Whereas with the finished product, we talk directly also to the end user. So it's a way of thinking our future. So tradition, our skills, our identity, we will not deny. What we'll keep doing is the quality, the creation that we have in our blood. But we have to evolve. We can't just keep doing the same way. We have to do it in the same ways, with the same values, but we have to evolve. Yes, so our experience with furniture started with d'Onghia. We still have a lot to learn. It's not finished. But then we said we need something which is totally Rubelli. d'Onghia is American designed, American made. Well, here we produce it in Europe for the rest of the world, but anyway, it's conceived for the American market. That's the biggest market, so it focuses on that. It is maniacally made. It's really quality to the top, really tailored made, care of the quality, inherent quality. Not everybody wants such a high standard, so the needs were different. Make something which is not as perfect, make something which is more Italian style. We're very proud of being Italian. We're proud of being Venetian first. That's and in Italy people are very much linked and rooted to their cities. But we're very proud of made in Italy today. I think it's something quite extraordinary, and it's a big value. That's why our main showroom we open now in Milano, and this is the reference for us today. Really, we're an Italian company, so we needed an Italian furniture line. That's why we started with Rubelli Casa. We started silently working with Luca Scacchetti, a wonderful Milanese architect and designer who created for us the first line. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, but we started slowly, and now this year we said now we are ready. We want to be seen. That's why we said we have to be in the best window in the world, which is Salone de Mobile. So we ask for a fairly big space which is all dressed with textiles, but the main feature, the main focus is on the furniture. And we're now proud of what we developed. We fine-tuned some things which were not really correct when they were introduced, and what we did is also we introduced some new pieces. We're very proud because, yes, Rubelli is an old company. We love that, we love our history. Sometimes it's a burden because people say, Rubelli, the fabrics, the company of the antique fabrics, antique brocades and damasks. We're not only that. We want to dress today's homes. So it's a continuous challenge. Also in our communication, we love to communicate that we're not just the past. So also when we present a new collection, we create a catalog where we show also some images which are rather unexpected. We've worked with Giovanni Gastel, a fabulous fashion photographer, who have given a different look to our textiles, but it's easy to think a traditional fabric on a traditional setting. Like this is called Marie Antoinette, easy to think, but put it on a very contemporary design, on a design piece, and you will make people realize this is not only antiques, this is something you want to have. It's like a precious object you want in your home. Make it, dress it formally, and it will be something that totally unexpected, which makes your house very special. So we're trying to communicate in a different way to say we're not just a collection of fabrics for the old people and for the old houses. Make your home beautiful, and tradition can help. Also our experience in tradition can help doing that. So also for the design, Luca Scacchetti helped us, but we asked also the help of two young designers, Nava più Nava, who created for us a beautiful product, which is this round seat called Pillar 47. No edges, all textiles, so really talks about Rubelli, but versatile. You bend down a side and it becomes a very nice seat. You pull it up, it becomes a shape that you don't really know what it is. It looks like a decorative shape. We're proud of that. After that, which we introduced a year ago, this year they designed for us a wonderful sofa called Domino. And what I love is we tend to, because of our heritage, to reinvent, recreate, changing the color, the quality, adding something more sparkling, but starting from the tradition, reinventing, like when we do, giving this special touch which makes it very contemporary, but there is the past inside. Young designers, they create. And I think it was fascinating and a fabulous experience to work with them, because they create, and they created to us a sofa which is unlike anything else. And with a special mantle, because that's a Rubelli touch that you, with a small gesture, you can dress it or undress it and give a different look. And I have to say, working with young designer, dynamic, it's fascinating. We want to continue that. That will help us to evolve and help us the innovation part. So that's, we want to make, as in the collection of texts, our roots are very important. We are Venetian, there will be always a little bit of the eccentric, of the sheen, of the light, of the unexpected part of Venice, the history. But we want to innovate, and we innovated this year also with a new product. We are textiles, so we decided to put the textile inside the resin to create a new surface. We call it Damantio, and it is a total new surface which has been very appreciated, and because it's intriguing, it's totally innovative. It took a while to develop, but you have this transparent surface with the fabric floating inside, but which looks like a marble, can look many ways, which is new, and that's what we like. So yes, tradition, there's all our knowledge of weavers, but innovation, always. This is the question I always ask when I hire somebody. What is luxury for you? There are thousands of definitions. There are really thousands. To me, luxury is the bespoke, the custom-made, the uniqueness. It's not about diamonds, gold or preciousness. It's about the uniqueness. A good pizza done really well is more luxury than caviar if it's not top quality. The quality is better a good prosecco drunk in a beautiful cup, a Murano glass done by hand, rather than a champagne in a plastic cup. I mean, luxury is the detail and something unique that you can experience. Luxury is time, is a space, is enjoying the time. It's a feeling, but anyway, to me, is bespoke. They're made to measure. That's why we try to make things. I mean, a characteristic of our furniture is you can dress them in thousands of ways with your fabric, and every piece is unique. And to me, that is something that's really only for you. So it's, to me, also a swatch can be luxury because they're well done and you can change them, adapt to the way you dress, more than a watch which costs 100,000 euros. Who cares? I mean, it's not. It's more fun. It's more luxury, tailor-made. Already starting from Italy, every city is different. When we go to Europe, what Scandinavians want, performance, dry fabrics, is very different from what Middle Eastern want, which they still want value to be seen, perceived. So there have been moments when we try to make something which pleases everybody. It's a disaster. You need to have to do your own identity and to be yourself, not try to please everybody. Otherwise, you get only grey in the worst. I mean, grey is very glamorous. So grey in a melting thing which nobody cares about. So we try to have different products in our lines. Well, to keep. For the textile world is to keep the people intrigued, to let them know how a textile can make a difference in a home. Thank God the mood is away from minimalism. People are no longer flat, hard surfaces. We want softness and comfort. So this is something that we will keep pushing and promoting. But we need to spread the news beyond the place, educate people and users through the press, through the internet. I like more the press. I think that luxury is paper. Luxury is not. Internet is inspiration, but this is, I mean, it's still a different feeling. Here is where you can really concentrate. Internet is very helpful, it's a good tool to work, but it's ephemeral these days. So through this helps us a lot to educate people. and now it's a mission now to educate, to tell about. And then the big challenge is to find new ways to innovate, keeping our roots and keeping our identity. That's fundamental. We have also to look at the reality. The market is not growing, so we have to be more focused on what we are doing and be more aggressive in certain ways. So every day is a reinvention. But we don't have one big challenge to address, many small ones to face. And create, as we did with this year with Damanzio, I think it's very important to create, again, something new, which is also fun to do. Just putting together all the ingredients is a little boring. You have to create something new. Pillar 47, this new seat, and this Damanzio, we copyrighted. So really, it's we want to create something new. Also, we would just not our own products now. Nobody else will be able to. Well, they will copy, but it will not be the same.